Aha! There we go. Hi. I was like, I'm talking, but the damn whatchamacallit wasn't whatchamahoogie wasn't showing up. Whatever. Hi. Hi. Or more Citizen Sleeper. Time to boot the game up. Sorry, because I was trying to fucking finish Blade Chimera, which is a very good game. Has a very, very frustrating, like, true ending requirement / final boss. But I finished it, so I'm here now. I may as well just go on and... there we go. Alright, we're just going to continue right where we left off. We are 70 cycles in? That's crazy. Alright, because where do we leave off? We were about to... Because we can't come back here with the Neovent printer because we don't have any additional Solheim data, but it's on the docket. Because I think we've done everything we can here. Okay, so let's see. I believe we were just gonna go... Can't get the green belt yet. And I don't remember where the scatter ports are. Okay, so if we track, I also need to unplug my fucking controller so it doesn't keep showing these fucking controller inputs. Alright, so where is that? So that's all the way down here, which we can't get to because we need the Hasnav, which I believe is in Wellspring. So let's go to Wellspring. I'm gonna waste a lot of gas doing so, but it's fine and necessary. Serafin, the shout echoes through the ship, reaching you in the cockpit. You see the angle of Serafin's head change, but he does not respond to the other one. Did you hear that? Yes, I heard. How about you go see what they want? They called you, buddy. I'm busy flying the ship. Oh, hi, Bliss. Is no one listening? I guess it means one of you is guilty. Oh, you need to see this. Well, the irritated Bliss threw the ship down into the cramped storage units tucked between the main ship and the hull. Dinner, you are greeted by total chaos. Amber globs of liquid ration float in the air and cling to the walls, while crumbs of dried food spin, slowly breaking into crumbs. Oh no. See, someone opened up one of the supply crates and left it like this. They point to a crate. A crate in the storage netting with the lid pushed open. I don't think Serafin did, but I'm going to inspect the remains anyway. Neutral. Okay. Take a moment to pick through the food. You find a torn open pouch of liquid rations. You're in the light and see a set of evenly spaced gashes at the edge. In the case, it's hard to imagine a person doing this, especially one of your crew. Liz puffs out their cheeks. I need a break from this ship. Help me tidy this up. Spend the rest of the journey packing the crate away and disposing the spoiled supplies. But as you do, you can't help but wonder what actually happened to you. I think I know, judging by the key art of the game. I imagine it is a singular culprit. When you're finished, you take one last look around the storage bays. You gaze around the now cleared space. You have the same feeling of being observed by unseen eyes as you felt in the tunnels on Holmes Rock. Suspicious. Look at a glitch die, which sucks, but we got fairly good dice otherwise. Yeah, Serafin, are you, like, good? Spied slave for him? Yep. I think I must look at the lateral thrust control. It's a little sticky. Not what I mean. Serafin doesn't respond. We seem grip the rig's controls a little tighter. Ship stops, docking bridge connected. You lean forward and look out of the cockpit windows, trying to get a good view on the icy surface of Wellspring below. So it's ice, I see. Harsh gleaming ice gives way to the deep sides of the cut, the asteroid's one city. Glows steams with warmth, and peering down into it, you cannot see the bottom. Ooh. Beyond along the horizon, you see the terraces of the pit head where the current extraction effort must be taking place. I love this, like, railway system going on here, too. That's very cool. Everyone wants to shut down so you can send clips from the sea. He turns back to you, a flinty look in his eye. When to head down to the cut, I've got a few leads to follow up on. Let me help. Check out the city if you want, but I'm not following along, Sleeper. This is my trail to follow. Okay, so you're just going out for... Look for your sister. Understood. Then watch as he pushes past Bliss in the doorway. I missed something? Bliss shoots you a look. He seems even more irritable than usual. He's looking for his family trouble? That'll explain the irritation levels. I would recommend we go after him before he pushes past someone that pushes back. Agreed. Let's go. These lanes unlikely to come out here to pick a fight with the Lodic Syndicate. Wait, that name's come up in the first game, I thought, right? Am I crazy? The Lodic Syndicate sounds really familiar. Maybe it is something just made for this game, but I could have sworn. Okay, maybe it is just this one, because I'm not seeing anything related to one. Because I was like, I've heard the term before, but maybe it's just come up in this game. We're going to head toward the airlock, whistling softly as they do. Hi, Eugene. Maybe we should have found a bar down here? Just joking, I know I don't need to ask. Oh, you're such a little shithead. Hi, Junie. Oh, wait, with the ship. I've got archiving to catch up on. Okay. I think older than 1,000 cycles on that snowball anyway. You say, without a pilot, doesn't look like it'll be moving on soon. Time to go see both. Serafin is not... Oh. Serafin is not ready to leave the current location. You cannot travel until he is. Fair. Big. Like, way, way bigger than I thought it would be. Yeah, let's keep scavenging for fuel. Dang. Act like a local. The kind of filled with Lodic workers, which make for a fresh and bold atmosphere, need to be the same if you want to explore. Sure. Look. So if I do something with danger, I got 2 6s. I might as well burn them. Ooh, okay. Let's hope for a positive. Okay, wait. Let's see what got unlocked at least. To see if there's any actually like. This is a supply yard, which I am not good at indoors, so I will probably not be doing that. But that's where we get. Bar. Shift. Buy a meal if we need to. What else is here? Oh, so we aren't even able to do this yet. Okay. This is the only way to go then. Yeah, let's hack that. Amazing thing, this place supplies most of the belt's water. This looks across the cut water at the workers in their distinctive yellow gear. One of the syndicate runs it like a corporation. Look at those gathered in a low-ceilinged bar, gathered around cushioned couches and low magnetic tables, their voices bouncing off the metal walls. All of them wear Lodic clothing, a mark of their status is contracted for the belt's most powerful syndicate. Okay, so... Jin, buddy. At the far side of the party, start Eugene, perched at a magnetic table with a bunch of miners. He appears to be playing some kind of local dice game, although given the amount of alcohol involved, it's hard to tell if gambling or drinking is the focus. Buddy. But the police who is watching another group, quietly discussing something serious in the opposite corner. Yeah, I don't like it. Bliss turns back to the bar and sips their drink through its metal straw. Not her to seem happy right now. That's at you. Though people usually are when their shift's done for the day. True. Looking around Chasm Row, searching for components in the markets. Down there, people don't seem so happy. This meets your eye. A lot of talk of contracts. It seems Lodic's been locking down its workers, giving the war in the inner system as an excuse. Ah! Pressure's building sleeper. We shouldn't hang around here much longer. Yeah, problem is we have no pilot, but we need to give him time. Well, it sounds like I'm not the only outsider who's been hanging out in Chasm Row. I heard someone complain about a rude young man asking too many questions. Who else could that be? That's the place to start if you want to find our boy. He was asking about the rhyme market, but I have no idea what that is. Definitely a touchy subject for locals, though. Yeah. I'll finish my drink. Let me know how it goes. Through the Cutwater, shouldering your way through a crowd of boisterous contractors. There's a conspiratorial mood to the conversation. Now that Bliss is mentioned, and you wonder what all the talk is about. Your bellowing laugh from Mujin as you slip out the door. Better leave him to it. Feel the sudden cold as you leave the steaming bar and enter one of the icy patches cut into the asteroid itself. So this is built into a fucking icy-ass asteroid. I love that. All this water in the hands of a single syndicate. If something goes wrong here, the belt will die of thirst long before the war reaches it. Drop the collar of your jacket against the cold and head for Chasm Row. Alright, awesome. Supplies and filling. Gotta prime market stuff. Let's go. Really, there's only just this quest line to do here, isn't there? You need the Lodic pass to get to this portion. Give me just a moment here. I realize I don't think oh no, I did. Never mind. I was gonna say I don't think I bumped this in the appropriate places, but I did. I'm so smart. Okay. Let's see. I guess really all we have is this, which is gonna suck. But neutral? No. They ate my money. Alright, positive. Go positive, come on. Fuck. Oh. That was a kind of shit day, huh? Alright, well, cycle's over. Let's go sleep. Go citizen sleep. Give me good dice today, please. Oh, those are all terrible, except for that 6. Fuck. I think the only one, like, vaguely salvageable from that is this 2. Hi, Danny. Hi. Ah. Let's just fucking drop that shit in here, though. I think we gotta risk it. I think we gotta risk it on all of these. It sucks. Neutral. We're losing so much money. I lost like most of my money on that. The markets of Chasm Row have become familiar in the past cycles. Their steaming orange-lit depths, the persistent condensation on each unit's windows, the gleam of the amber workers' suits, each contributed to a particular atmosphere of this buried city. Among this, you have noticed other details too. The freelance crews on the hunt for illicit tech, the conversing workers who drop to whisper when you pass, light flickering up through floor gates suggesting even deeper layers. These are details you have followed to the Rhyme Market at, place discussed in hushed tones and dimly lit rooms. And as you drift toward what you know to be one of its interests, the door bursts open in front of you. A large dark bundle glides out the door and impacts the metal wall of the passage with an echoing bang. Your eyes are drawn to the imposing figure that hovers in the doorway, bracing himself on the frame. Oh, hello, sir. See how the Rhyme Market rat? The man sends an orb of spit spitting after the bundle. Bundle unfolds and you suddenly recognize Serafin, winded but straightening up to go back to more. Serafin. Rush up in front of Serafin as he prepares to kick off back into the fight. The side of your determined face, his brewing anger is halted and a confused look crosses his face. Leaper? Back down. Come on. Serafin exhales in frustration, his anger fading, replaced by the stinging pain of his injuries. Watch a perfectly round blob of blood form at the bottom of his nose. Want to explain what's happening? For the record, this one started it. Looks between the two of you, snooping around our meeting like a rat. See his sharp eyes recalculating the situation since your arrival. I wasn't snooping, I'm looking for someone. If you'd taken a minute to talk to me before throwing a punch, maybe you would have got that. Man scratches his beard, squinting at Serafin. Yeah, I believe you. What were you doing at the meeting then? Missing persons ain't our business. All I heard is this is where the loaded contractors meet. I don't like you hearing that, not at all. I'm going to need to ask you who told you that later. Oh yeah, this is where the contractors meet, as if that's anything to you. The person I'm looking for is a contractor. Just the cover name Luce. Also desperation entering his voice. Please, I think she might be my sister. Something changes in the man's stance. He holds up a massive hand to silence Serafin and looks down the passage in both directions. Not here. He retreats through the door. Get in. Huh. Both enter, he reaches past you and slams the metal door behind, spinning the locking wheel with one hand. I'm Kirk, he grunts, pointing at himself with a thick thumb. Contractors are my concern, but if Loaded catches us discussing contracts out there, he shakes his head. He turns and leads you down the passage. You pass an open door and you glance inside to see a group gathered in a circle, all of them in workers' clothes. They're speaking in hushed voices. One of them exchanges a nod with Kirk. Let's not interrupt the meeting anymore, shall we? Glares playfully at Serafin, who remains silent. Everyone just loves poking fun at this poor boy. Kirk leads you to the side of a massive vertical metal pipe with a rough hole cut in the side. He beckons you both inside. Then through the pipe in silence and darkness. Suddenly you come out through the ceiling in a wide and low hall. As far as you can see, Kirk installs a makeshift shelters dot the grill floor, lit by scavenged lanterns and light strip. Steam drips up through the gates, concealing the room so you cannot see the walls. Over to the Ron Market, Kirk gestures his thick hand at the ramshackle interior. Odik doesn't know about this place, he smiles. Let's get a drink. He leads you off to a nearby stall with a set of improvised stools bolted to the floor in front. Hooks his legs onto one and you and Serafin follow suit. He holds up 3 fingers to the stall's owner and a drink in a straw-pierced pack in his hand to each. We friends now or something? God. Look, I'm not going to apologize for putting you on your at. Oh, he said arse. Got the... I was going to say a British accent, but we're in space, so... You know, similar accent. That's on you. I'm not going to do a fucking accent. I'm really bad at impersonation of accents, so I'm not going to. Like I said, I represent the contractors, and if someone is part of the family, well, then they deserve to be heard out at least. Know who we're looking for? Luz, he said. I know a Luz, sure. Describe her. Kirk leans back on his stool. I'm not giving you anything more until you prove she's your sister. Whoever closes his eyes. Dark hair, used to wear it long and messy, bright eyes, broad shoulders. A little twitch around his eyes, he recalls. Tough but kind, tattoos, nervous laugh. He opens his eyes and glares at Kirk. Not enough. Yeah, that's her. Feel something jump in Seraphin, an almost imperceptible tension rising. It's her, his sister. Luz, or whatever her real name is, one of the contractors here. She's part of the most recent contracts Lodek registered. That means... Tell me where she is, Serafin demands, impatience getting the better of him. As I was saying, Kirk gives Serafin a pointed look. These new contractors are restricted to the pit head. In fact, that's what we were discussing when you interrupted our meeting. Serafin looks away in frustration but holds his tongue. Unusual. As the word of Lodek Syndicate had been trying to lock down Wellspring. From a loose association of mining groups to an autocracy and started enforcing contracts with some seriously overreaching terms. Her sister, she's on one of those contracts. Lodek are acting like they own her and the others because according to the contracts, they do. Exactly what we want to do something about. This cycle, he forcefully taps the bar with a finger, we're voting on strike action and a full blockade of Flotsam. We will bring the Syndicate to the table to... Oh. I see. I see. Griffin knocks his drink away and kicks off on the table, disappearing into the market. Oh. I gotta go after Serafin. I don't know Kirk all that well. Catch up with Serafin in the bustle of the Rhine market among the steaming crowds. You can't have been the only one who saw his pitch coming a mile off. Serafin is bristling with anger. What kind of idiots does he think we are? We should go back, though. No way, you heard the guy who's about to recruit for us for his great crusade against the Syndicate. Serafin says to push through the crowd towards the exit tunnel. I'm no one's tool, and you shouldn't be either, Sleeper. We don't need to get tied up in this. We just need to get her out. Serafin forces on ahead, and you get caught in the crowd behind him. As he disappears from view, a heavy hand falls on your back. I want to help you, Sleeper. Kirk's bright eyes meet yours. Syndicate will do nothing for him or for you. Trust me. I need your help in return. I do want to help. I do see where Serafin's coming from, but if it's to help his sister and also, like, the people around here, gladly. Good, I knew you would. Here, place a plastic pass card into your hand. It glances at the mark of the Lodic Syndicate, a blurry ID photo laminated into its transparent interior. This will get you into the pit head. You can see for yourself what's happening there. Don't follow your friend to Lodic. Go to the pit head. Find Luz yourself. When you do, come back to me and we can discuss how to free her and everyone else like her. Go to Lodic. If you meet with them, I can't help you. This is your forearm and just back into the crowd, disappearing into the darkness. Held there for a moment, buffeted by passing people, clutching onto the Lodic pass, and decide what to do. Oofa. What exactly is going on here, I wonder? Hi, Auspice. Do I have enough to fucking... Oh. The answer appears to be no. Oh. Okay, using your pass, you can sneak into the canteen and get some free food, but you better be careful. The Lodic pass isn't actually yours, and if they find that out, you won't be able to eat here anymore. Fucking risk it. Come on. No. I didn't even get food. Fuck you. I'm really bad with all these dice right now, man. How you doing, Auspice? Oh, what did you do? I think I've got a day until I probably need to... Everyone wants to meet with the Syndicate bosses, the negotiators. I am not, buddy. I'm sorry, Serafin. I think we gotta fight Luz on our own. You can try that, but you're gonna hate me. You're gonna hate me for a minute. But my body still wants to be up. I'm sorry. Give me good. Yes, those are good dice. Hell yeah. So I got 5 fuel going. Let's maybe start getting some supply. Just for the next little minute. Alright. Join our work crew, or we cannot. I say we do it. I need a lot of fucking neutrals. I don't like that. I have to do it this way or the other way. We already got... Oh, how many skill points do I have in here? Actually, just 1. Okay. Oh shit, I don't have enough for a meal. Alright, let's... Money? Yes. There we go, perfect. But I do think I've got to use this fucking last 2 die in here. Or else we're going to be in a bad scenario, I think. So we got to go with the neutrals. Neutral. Cool. Neutral again. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Come on, come on. Fuck. Okay. Well, we tried. All this music right now is so good. Alright, EP time. Good dice today. Very good dice today, except for those 2 ones. I will gladly take that. In fact, I will actually take... Ugh. Not having Endure makes that so rough. That positive. Get that positive. Give me another positive, that'd be great. Give me a positive, and we can close this shit out. Come on. Yes! Thank you. You listened to me. Jeff descends toward a sump in the depths of the pit. Here the air is freezing cold to prevent the ice from melting in the globules of floating water. If your breath carried water, you would be able to see it in the air, but the absence of steam in each exhalation only serves to remind you of your own strangeness. Not that anyone else notices. The workers' heads are low, their eyes fixed on their work, shuttling chunks of ice and tools up and down the shaft. In the nearby tunnels, you see the bright sparks of ice cutting in progress, slabs hanging in the air in that strange way they do in 0G. Some loose memories of the time before Darkside, before Lane, before Freedom come to your mind. Familiarity of the cold, the sparks, the endless toil. Kills you more than the packed ice on either side of you ever could. Reach the bottom of the shaft, a metal grill marking the terminus. It squeals as you push open the barred door set into it, and safety lights flicker on, lighting up glittering ice particles all around in their hard beam, as if all the stars are held here in this cavern. As your eyes adjust, the massive space comes into focus. It seems to have no up or down, just countless dark shafts and terraced pits cut into its side. All around, silhouetted by their work lights, contractors cut and haul and gather. This is where those locked-in workers are being held, caught in a contract clause that permits an endless shift. The atmosphere is grim. Oh, fuck. Center of the cavern floats a construction of welded-together habitation units. A heavy twisted cable stretches from this improvised structure past you and up the shaft behind, tethering it to a central power source. Each of the 6 sides of this strange apartment block, a set of struts project outward, bracing the construction against the cavern walls. The block itself is wrapped in insulation, clad in protective plates. Those are small apertures and lights. You approach the nearest entrance. Everything's bitten by rust, by decay. If the bars on the entrance were a clear enough indicator, it is obvious now that this place is a prison. Doors scissor open, letting out a blast of warm air. You quickly duck inside and it seals rapidly behind you. The interior passage glows warmly, but its ragged condition keeps you from being cozy. Understandable. Below the corridor, ducking beneath hanging wires and loose insulation. This is where you were told you will find Luz, or whatever her real name is. Come out into a communal mess. Counters and food preparation units fitted into the walls, cushioned stools and couches scattered around. A couple of contractors are stretched out in the space, one of them snoring loudly in the corner, another sipping from a food packet on a stool. Oh, your design is so cool! Suddenly, a door on the far side opens out to the cavern, letting in a flurry of ice shards that quickly become scattered orbs of water. You watch the figures as they glide into the warm light of the interior with their dark hair and bright eyes, and know this is who you're looking for. Neat eyes at hers, and something sparks in that dull and cloying room, as if she recognizes her. She looks in a haze, her hair stuck to her forehead with sweat, her eyes still adjusted to the interior. Luz? Out slowly. You see her scan you taking your clothes, the way you hold yourself, your face. When you feel exposed, aware of your damaged vinyl skin, your industrial marking, doll-like features. Feel this familiar sense of being objectified, but also something warmer below it, a recognition of what you want. She blinks, exhales, and shakes her head, realizing she's mistaken. Give me a sec, alright? I just finished cutting 100 cubic meters of ice. She pulls back her hood. Haven't seen you down here before. They just contract you or something? Kitchen drops, but you get the feeling she isn't quite looking at you. Presses to a food unit and pulls out a packet, sliding it into a warmer. She thumbs it on. First sleeper I've seen in a long while. Doesn't take her eyes off the slowly warming food. You'll do okay down here. I know you folks are tough and stick with the job. That's good. The rest I can show you once I've eaten. It's out with it, I guess. Just, I'm with your brother. My brother? She pauses, her eyes not leaving the warmer. I think you have me confused with someone else. Not listening. There's the face and you see a wet shine to her eyes. What are you going on about? Realize what you need to tell her. Serafin's on well spread. One more chance to let her know the food pack is ready, but she doesn't seem to do this. Serafin? She takes a ragged breath, steadies herself. Here? Not here. At the cut. She nods and then shakes her head. If I trust you with his name, I guess I should trust you with mine. She comes closer. Oh, fuck! I see. Okay. Two, count them, two returning characters now. Tala is, the fucking bartender lady from the first game. I didn't expect to see you again. I know you got off the eye at some point. Fuck, okay. Hell yeah. Well, that sounds like Sarah. Been missing for years, and even when I find him, he still doesn't want to be found. Well, suddenly he seems to take on some energy. So that's toward the corridor behind you and the sleeper door it's in. Hope you have a plan, sleeper, because they do not want us locked-in contractors getting out. Choose toward the corridor. There's security in the shaft and then again at the pit head. You must have passed through the checkpoint at the entrance. I doubt we could bypass all those. Turns back, grabs her food packet, smiles at you, and shepherds you toward the corridor. You could run a distraction, maybe? Or is Sarah on that already? You are slightly taken aback by her sudden change. We don't actually... A blaring alarm sounds inside the habitation module, loud enough to wake the sleeping contractor with a start. You and Tala exchange glances. Surely this can't be for you. Tala brushes down the corridor and tears open the door at the far end with you following close behind. The ice scatters, glittering in the interior light. Cavern is in chaos. You see dark-suited loading security wrestling with contractors lit by flashing red alerts. Four contractors are coming in through the door in the grill you entered from, carrying bulky equipment. The equipment is blaring out a voice, Kirk's voice, echoing around the cavern. A look of panic crosses Tala's face. General strike is now in effect. All contractors should down tools and hold in place. Extraction will cease until our terms are met. Blockade all traffic to and from Wellspring. Seek the resignation of the Syndicate's leadership and for a new Workers' Council to be installed in its place. This cycle, we will shut down the shaft. Any worker not willing to strike should leave now. Much of security are pushed back toward the grill, outnumbered by the gathering workers. Tala looks at you for guidance. Now's our fucking chance, let's go! Tala looks around the cavern, the red light reflecting in her wide eyes. I need to stay. I won't abandon the others. Yeah, what about Serafin? Tell my brother what's happening. Tell him I'm not leaving till all of us are free. Tala backs away, glancing over her shoulder at the others. You see them gathering their tools and taking them to be locked away in the HAB module. I need to see this through, Sleeper. And you need to go. Find Serafin, do what you can from out there, help us change this place. With that, she turns and glides off toward the others. Turn and head for the grill as quickly as you can. The way now cleared by the contractors, the handful of loading security push back up to somewhere near the pit head. Send other contractors should Kirk looks as you do. You realize you have to speak with Kirk. Hi, Kirk. Fuck, though. I really didn't realize, like, I knew Bliss, you know, Bliss is a returning character from the first game. I didn't expect to see Tala again, though. I really liked her. I liked her little quest line. Her quest line's one of my favorites. Hers, the old woman in the, gardening area of the Eye, and Neovend, because it's Neovend. I love Neovend. Find Kirk in the pit, directing contractors to barricade the entry points to the mine. They took my advice. Good. Glad to have you as an ally here, Sleeper. You could have warned me, though. The entirety of Wellspring is at stake here. This is not about individuals. The kid was arrogant. They did not believe we could do this. But we far outnumber them. Their monopoly ends here. How can I help? I want to free those like Serafin's sister. I'll need your help. You have ships, but not many, and the Syndicate still has tankers in operation. Our blockade is not complete. The debris field between here and the far spindle remains open. Another tanker to occupy and dissuade the Syndicate from trying to pass. All of our ships are in use, but your ship and your crew could help us take a tanker and secure the blockade. Want me to storm a tanker? Will not be an assault. Kirk puts a hand on your shoulder. The tanker, the Headstream, has been held outside Wellspring for many cycles. The crew is tired and sympathetic to our cause. We'll just give them a nudge. Your ship will pose as an in-distress trader trapped inside the debris field. When the Headstream is obliged to rescue, the board and encourage the crew to take control. What did it say? The mutiny? That's when I say their captain does not deserve his charge. This is a liberation. Fuck it. Let's go. Billy Kirk puts 2 fingers in his mouth and blasts out a shrill whistle. Our other quickly approaches with a large box, the front marked by screens and dials and the back by loose cable. We'll need this. Yes, finally! We'll need this HasNav unit to navigate the debris field. Jins here will install it in your ship. Consider it a gift from our cause to yours. Yay! I'll provide the Headstream's coordinates. He moves away toward the contractor still working on the checkpoints. And I will wait for your word. Leave the pithead behind, your mind racing. You not know how you have ended up in the middle of all this, but you know that it will be up to you to pilot your way out. Sleeper, what's happening? I heard the pithead's being taken over by Kirk's guys. This, you realize, will take a lot of explaining. Fucking true. Who's the local help, I wonder? Completing the contract seems to be our next point of action. I'm a little worried about this, frankly, because I'm not stressed, but I have a lot of die. Let's see. We got. Okay, so we can. Oh, maybe this Tavo's released. Ah. Okay. Okay. Good question. Good question. Who would we even take care? So we need supplies. There's not like a time limit. Oh, actually, there is technically a time limit. How is our, oh, do we not even have, where's our lane clock? Is the lane clock gone? Are we too far away from... Oh, maybe it's because we're, like, locked into a quest line. Maybe that's why the lane clock isn't showing, because it'd be a little fucked up to cut you out of that, maybe? I don't know. Fuck. I got money from it, though. Now I'm starving, which sucks. Let's take a few cycles and get more fucking supplies going, I think. Before we leave. Give me good dice. 2 6s is fine. Where do we buy supplies? Okay, we can just fill supplies like now. This energy will be fine because we're going to be using supplies on the mission. Got enough fuel to get there. Might as well just like do this, just get a couple bit more money going. There's nothing else we can do except these little things over here. Noted. May as well just burn these dice and just see what happens. Well, I will take that. That does suck that gave me a fucking stress though. Buy a meal. Gotta have a good meal. Alright. Let's do it. Alright, that's not far. Okay, headstream. I'm always really nervous about these. Because I remember how bad the first one went. And I'm like, a little scary. Oh, Kirk's here. Hell yeah. Alright. Let's say... Bliss. Frickin' Bliss might be a good... Because he has the same skills as he does. You're kind of a one-trick pony that I also cover. I think having... But fuck it. Let's go. Me, Kirk, and Bliss. Let's do it. Headstream. Oh, those three guys suck. Headstream looms large in the cockpit windows as it comes to a stop. I can't believe you talked me into this. This is not a good plan. I think Serafin to take Kirk out to this Lodic freighter wasn't exactly easy, but with the pit head on lockdown, there really weren't any other options. Voice crackles over Serafin's terminal, loud enough to hear, but quiet enough that you can't pick out what's being said. What are they saying? Serafin glances back over his shoulder at you. They're telling us to prepare for docking. Falls nervously and turns back to the console. Good, keep them talking. Serafin flicks the comm switch and begins speaking to a Lodic ship, thanking them for responding to the distress signal, trying his best to play the part of the nervous trader suffering an engine failure in the debris field. Kirk jerks his head for you to follow him into the corridor, and you unclip from your seat and float out behind him. Okay, with you, I'm going to play the captain on this one. His flat stare suggests he isn't asking for permission. Not by me. I appreciate it. Let me tell you how this is going to go. He starts moving down the airlock, and you follow as he talks. Headstream has been holding here cycle after cycle while Wellspring tries to quash our little rebellion. Now the blockade is in effect, well, they'll still have the whole... They'll know they have to hold out for longer still while the messages from Lodic operations get less and less. Thus, better luck for swapping his Lodic uniform for an old flight jacket. This is a ship full of tired, unhappy, underpaid, and underfed workers. Both arrive at the airlock. It's time to nudge their anger in the right direction. As they hiss as the airlock cyclists, Lodic are coming aboard. Kirk catches your eye and gives you a wink. Oh. I really hope someone is, like, ripping these sprites and such, because I'm like, this is perfect inspiration for a thing I want to run someday, like, 1-to-1. I'm like, just the general, like, spaceware in these games is so fucking on point to me. The locked door scissors are open, revealing a drained-looking Lodic captain flanked by a security officer. Hi, Lambert. Lambert, captain of the Headstream. Presents himself immediately, but with little enthusiasm. Being in communication with your pilot and our docking as requested to provide support. This between you and Kirk. His eyes linger on you a little too long, no doubt taking the strange final skin, dark glowing eyes, and a doll-like face of your frame. Kirk's his attention to Kirk. How fares your crew? Thank you, Captain. You notice the immediate change in Kirk. His deflated posture and soft whisper. You're surviving as best we can, but now that you have come to our rescue, we're very grateful indeed. Lambert limply shakes Kirk's hand. Not to worry, the Lodic Syndicate takes the stewardship of Wellspring and the surrounding environs seriously. It is our duty to offer aid to traders and travelers alike. We don't have much to offer by way of supplies. Our stores have been depleted by our long posting here, but your crews feed the inner ship and make use of facilities while you make your repairs. Kirkadee is playing the submissive captain, nodding enthusiastically and uttering a string of thank yous. I feel like he's pushing it a little, though Lambert only seems to be paying the minimum of attention to him. Blaine turns a sharp eye to you. Pilot didn't mention a sleeper aboard. Yeah, what of it? Lambert flinches almost imperceptibly when you respond. Nothing at all, just observing. Glances suspiciously around the corridor. I don't suppose you have any other surprises tucked away in here? Oh no, not at all. Well, Sleeper's a hard worker and a quiet one too. He shoots you a look. Perhaps if your ship is in need of maintenance, you can borrow them for a few cycles? Hubert eyes you more brazenly now, taking Kirk's lead as permission to indulge his curiosity. Yes, his eyes trace a tear in the thick skin of your forearm. Perhaps it could be of use to a it. It not used as neo-pronoun. It used as dehumanization object. Very, very, very big distinction. I'll send them to speak with your crew. I'm sure they can direct the sleeper to appropriate tasks. Oh, they'd love that, Lambert jokes. They're a workshop bunch this long. I'm sure they'd be eager for a slave. Fuck you. This dude's this is the captain, presumably? I want to say this is the captain of, Captain of the head stream. This dude has to die. We're happy to serve, Kirk bows. After all, we owe you our safety. Very good. Lambert suddenly seems bored or tired, or perhaps both. Your crew, they're free to cross the docking tunnel then, but remind them no funny business will be tolerated. Smiles a sharp smile. That matters to attend to. Returns. See you later, Captain. With that, Lambert heads back down the tunnel, still flanked by his two silent security officers. They didn't say shit. Kirk waits till he's out of sight to turn. Good. Well held, Sleeper. I thought from the look in your eye you were going to lock him out. I'd love to. I bet. But don't you worry, we're going to pay him back for all of that very soon. Kirk squeezes your shoulder. We go meet this crew, see what their opinions are on Lodic's administration. He smiles broadly. With a captain like that, I doubt they'd be very positive. Let's meet the crew. Oh, Lodic's dress? Boy. Criticize contracts is great. Headstream mutiny. Turning each section of the crew against their captain is the job, and it is really don't have good. Navigator support. That's a lot. That's a lot each time. Fuck. Bay Wellspring. The Bay Wellspring. The situation on Wellspring is untenable. You just need to get the nav techs to realize that on their own. Or falsify data. False data in the system. Frustration, mistakes in the bridge text if you can plan it without being. Ooh. Okay. Come on. Give me a pause. Okay. Great, we already have a fucking lockdown. You can sabotage their comms? What about these? Discuss the war. Lodic are trying to profit from the war and their monopoly on water. Cargo crews just need some encouragement. Or tamper with payload. A leaking payload means the cargo crew will be on edge all second. Don't get caught messing with things. Okay. Alright. Some of these fucked up dice that I've got. Okay, neutral doesn't make anything happen. Alright, pause. Positive? Oh. Makes you stressed. Okay. Could be worse. Could be worse. Roll two lowest dice. That'll be my ones. Let's push. Being a 2. Poke a little bit in each time. Fuck! One of my dice is already broken? Fuck me. This is going horribly already. Fuck. Alright, we gotta pull this shit back. You are really bad at that one. I start with engineers, I think. What's the okay? Where's the one that you're good at? The navigator? This isn't what I do. Kirk. Payload? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. I'm stupid. Sorry. Bear with me. Blue. Blue is him. You're not good at any of those, actually. This is going really bad. I gotta use this die. Fuck. Stress beacon. Captain has triggered the ship's stress beacon in desperation. The longer it is on, the more likely loading is. Fuck. 3 more stress and we're fucked. Alright. Oh. Give us good dice today, please. Oh, those are great. Yes, good. Alright, bliss. Alright, bye. Hope for a positive, and we can clear this one out, like, entirely. Yes! That's one crisis out. Positive, 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 positive. Okay. I'd love to get this cleared out too, but I don't know how. You get a positive from Bliss, which we do, hell yeah. And then I think if I just burn any dice here, I think we'll be fine. Yes. Alright. No more crises. Alright. Eric, survive, please. Kirk rushes into the bay you're crossing. It's all kicking off, Sleeper. Lambert's lost control. Great! Guides you through the headstream, a ship you have become surprisingly familiar with over the past few seconds. Perhaps is the influence of getting to know the crew and their complaints around Lambert and the Syndicate, but its twisting corridors, stick pipes, and cold metal have taken on a oppressive feel, cycle by cycle, hour by hour. Now as the shouts of conflict echo down the corridor ahead, where a room glows with the warm light of the galley, you feel that oppressive pull tightening at the grip. It's early. Too early, you know it is. Sickening feeling growing inside you tells you that you haven't got enough support to pull it off. Back away! Lambert's shout echoes like a shot as you enter the crowded galley. A gang of crew members, maybe a third of the total number, is loudly arguing with a smaller group clumped around Lambert. Allow yourself to be swayed by those eager to use you for their own ends, Lambert is shouting across the galley. I'm sorry to have to do this to my own crew, but there must be consequences. Tim glances over his shoulder, and tracing his view, you see security officers tensely gathered at the back of the room. Okay, Kirk, his panicked expression, something you aren't used to seeing, tells you he notices. Then with a nod from Lambert, security moves into the crowd. Look at fight these bitches back. Positive. Yes! Let's go. Launch yourself into the crowd as it pushes forward. The crew is resisting Lambert. Lambert surges like a wave, their arms up to protect their heads from the security officers' batons. Through them to the front, lashing out as you do to push security back. You spin through blows, ignoring them as they glance off your shoulders, outnumbered and overwhelmed. When the crew fall back under heavy strikes, and you begin to doubt how long this diminishing resistance will hold. Suddenly, you hear a panicked squawk above the rumble of shouts. You regain your sense of direction and see Kirk grappling with Lambert. "Get the hell off me!" Lambert screams. Oh my god, the spindly cabin is no match for Kirk. He wraps his thick forearms around Lambert's neck and chest, squeezing tight. Your officers begin to strike at Kirk, and you see him flinch as they do, but hold his grip strong. Holy fuck. Seeing their moment, the crew wrestled the security officers off Kirk as Lambert's feet kick futilely in the air, his fingers scratching at Kirk's arm around his neck, his eyes rolling back. Help the crew. Move forward and join the crew, pushing back the security and anyone else resisting them. Tide shifts, security falling back or floating injured, pushing against the far wall of the room. Small orbs of blood float across the space like a constellation of violets, gently spattering the pale galley walls. Seeing the shift, Kirk releases Lambert, who spins lazily through the air, a trail of spittle leaking from the corner of his mouth. You see his chest rising and falling very slowly. He is alive. From this moment on, the conflict fades. Lambert and the injured are taken to the medical bay under the escort of the resisting crew, now armed with batons. Some of the security see the futility of resisting and agree to join the mutiny. Those who stubbornly remain are taken to the brig. Join the others in cleaning up the alley, the room itself evidence of the brutal takeover of the game. People bled and cried out in this room. You can't help but feel that some of their pain is on you. At some point you have to stop, a hazy feeling coming over your body. You reach up and touch your head and you feel a rent in your thick vinyl skin. You touch something metal and cold beneath you, draw your fingers. Oof. Tell yourself here, sleeper. Kirk, bruised and tired, gestures to one of the galley flight couches. Please. You have no energy to resist even if you wanted to. As you settle on the couch and slip your feet in the straps, Kirk inspects your head. It's not how it's supposed to go. Well, I'm applying some kind of adhesive past your wound. But I want you to remember this. You remember that it was low-tech that caused this. That pushed us to the edge and required this of us. Kirk's fingers smooth down the edge of the patch. The blood will always be on their hand. Repair finished, you turn to face Kirk. Now remember. Pressure resisting is high, but the oppressors are the ones who levy it. Kirk pushes away from the couch, rising up. Bear your thoughts for the crew. Is there a struggle that lies ahead, handling the ship and their role must have in the blockade? They'll need the calmless violence alone, and retaliation will come. I hope they'll be ready when it does. We, however, need to return to Wellspring. Kirk goes on. Take a moment before you follow, taking one lesson. If few crimson stains still dot its walls, you hope it's worth it. Is that the end of the cop? Oh, that's it? Fuck, okay. Well. Damn. Okay. And my dice broke that whole time. Fuck. I wonder if that was because the security lockdown happened? But like, that seemed like a failing forward type thing, which I dig. Let me take a sip of water. Okay. The gut thrums with tension. The steaming city and its brash inhabitants have quietened? Not the silence, but to a low rumble of conversation. The blockade is holding, the syndicate is waning, and everywhere there are plans to be made. And Serafin flow idly in Chasm Row, many stories. Can I spell stories? Huh. Keeping this wound in Wellspring side. Waiting on Kirk not far from the place you met. Meaning Serafin still has lingering. Kirk is inside somewhere, and like every other loaded contractor, he is making plans. Even before you arrived back in Wellspring, he had hijacked the rig transmitter to speak with his fellow conspirators and make arrangements for his arrival. During Kirk's plot unfoldment, you realize that despite your involvement, in the end you were just a subsidiary part of the struggle, a chaotic outside actor with effect, but no real influence. Now, waiting for Kirk's return, you feel a little solace in that. You aren't ready to be dragged into another struggle, not yet. You still have your freedom to win, and looking at Serafin next to you, you know that he does too. Alright, we're on. Kurt comes out of a passage nearby, nodding to the two of you with a follow. Leads you both into the Rhyme Market passageways, this time not to the steaming market hall that lies beneath the deepest streets, but to a cramped room walled with pipes and rusted panels. Wait here. He nods to you both before pushing off and gliding back out of the room. Kirk's briskness is something he has slowly gathered since you left the headstream, burning your relationship to the point of non-existence. It's not something that surprises you. You know that every time he looks at you, he sees the violence of that final cycle on a headstream, the orbs of blood, Lambert's unconscious form. You know that because every time you look at him, you see the same. Serafin settles again. You shoot him a look, but his focus is elsewhere, his eyes glazed over. Fold your arms and wait. I really like that it's, like, that wasn't a failure. It was a success, but we're changed by it, you know? I think that's a way more interesting way to, like, move the story forward in this case, like, besides just saying, oh, you failed and, like, died, you know? I think it's, like, way more interesting to have, like, us and Kirk's relationship be, like, tainted by that. Not even necessarily in, like, oh, I don't trust you or, like, your cause anymore. It's more so of a, like, shit was fucked, man. Sarah? Ella enters so quietly that in the dim room you barely notice her. Gives you a look and a smile as she entered. Thank you, she mouths silently and turns her attention to her brother. Ella. Sarah says her name like a sigh, like an exhale. He's shaking his head, his eyes already shining with uncontrollable emotion. Rushes across the room, flying the Serafin at speed. They embrace, softly spinning in the dusk and dark, their fingers dug into each other's backs. They separate, a couple of pristine spheres of briny tears spinning away through the air as they do. Safe. Serafin nods, taking a breath. I'm safe, she smiles reassuringly, settling him. In this setting, this gesture of care, you see a whole network of signs and secrets. Ella is the calm the Serafin storm, the big sister who eases his heart. So sweet. She looks him up and down. You are so big, Sarah. She laughs at her own statement. You've grown up. She tries to make it sound approving rather than patronizing. Just the same, sister? Serafin shakes his head. Calling me big, but making me feel small. The moment the statement leaves his lips, you feel a chill in the room, and you aren't sure if he meant it. Belle flinches a little hurt, but not wanting to show it. Fuck! I came to find you. I needed to find you. Serafin looks torn, and you see in him something you have come to recognize. A slow and careful raising of his defenses. Ah, no! Why now? It's been a long time, Tala. Mom and Dad finally decided they want me to come home. Ripple of emotion. Oh no! Ripple of emotion runs through Tala, one she can't hide. Sarah, after you left, they're gone. Thought you would have. It's been a long time. As Serafin sets his face into a stern look of control, but you know he is raging inside. The moment you feel closer to him than you have felt in a while. Bella folds her arms, trying to regain a little control of the exchange. It's good to see you, Sarah. So good. You know it is coming, and you see Serafin break through too. But I can't leave with you. She looks pained. This isn't easy for her either. Serafin can only nod, a dulling acceptance washing over. I wanted to find you, and I have. I can see you are strong and well, and have your life here. People here, the other contractors, they were the ones who found me. Kept me going since I ended up here, desperate and alone. Not that I owe them, it's that they are my family too. Gently places a hand on his shoulder. I know you understand that. We all find our families out here. Oh, this song! Serafin smiles over a smile, his eyes wet. Me too, sister. He embraces her again. Fuck! This separated and Tala turns her attention to you. I know you will take care of my brother's sleeper. I saw in your eyes when you came to the pithead. I can see you're building something of value on that ship of yours. Thank you. He nods gently and takes her hand. Holds her arms again, and her sense of control returns. There's a wisdom and experience to Tala that brings a certain calm to you, and you can feel that now. Would you be staying here for a while, or? Serafin cuts in before you can answer. Not long. We have our own freedom to find. Just be aware, you're free to pass the blockade, but after that, Wellspring's going to be locked down for a little while, at least until Kirk can establish his council. Next time you come, this will be a very different place. Until I say this, you suddenly see the authority in her, realize that one of those council seats may very well have her name on it. But between the two of them, realize they have years to catch up on, and they'd probably rather do that without you watching. Nod to them and slip out of the room, a lilting conversation starting at the moment you leave. All the twisting corridors back up to Chasm Row, you smile to yourself at the thought of Tala and Serafin reunited at last. But this whole adventure will make Serafin a little less moody, even though you know deep down it'll probably make him worse. Fuck. Serafin! On your way into the rig, you pass a tired-looking Ugent. You heading out? Because I'm not sure I've got another chit left to wager. How much did you lose? He squints at his fingers for a second, making calculations. Too much. Gonna strap myself in for a nap. Later in the cycle, Serafin quietly comes back to the rig. He immediately settles himself in the cockpit and starts running diagnostics on the engine. He looks up as you enter and shoots you a smile. Oh, good to see you up here, Sleeper. I'm getting her ready to head out. You sure you want to leave? Yeah, I think so. Don't want to get too settled. Sleeper, thank you. Appreciate you bringing us all the way out here. I'll be okay. In the place here, I'm really happy for her. He looks away out of the cockpit windows at Wellspring. I always was the responsible one, and I was always the one running away. Just some things never change. Griffin quietly watches the diagnostics complete with a subtle smile on his lip. One thing is for sure, we've been here too long, and we've been seen by too many people. Wellspring may be far out of Utsubo territory, and I'm sure Lane will find a way to reach his nasty claws out here given enough time. Let's not give him the chance. Hey guys, Liss's voice echoes up the passage in the cockpit. Oh, thank fuck. They lean to the door looking between the two of you. Two contractors just dumped a load of fuel outside our ship, said it was a gift. And Seraphin look up at each other. Gotta be Kirk. Either a thank you or his way of telling us to get going. Seraphin kicks off and glides out of the cockpit. Okay, so, well, you two have been busy, so have I. Been looking at the rig's drive and I reckon it's an upgrade. Lead engine components, quite a few, so keep an eye out. Shipyards seem to be a good place to look. Thanks, Bliss. Anytime. Better go help Seraphin with the fuel. Bliss leaves the cockpit, you find yourself lost in thought, considering your next step with the icy expanse of Wellspring is below. You're free to leave Wellspring, you now have a HasNav installed, and can freely travel through debris fields. Let's go! Okay, so what was the, so we got like a full fucking thing. We went to Hellion, we went to Holmes Rock. Thank you for asking me to check my posture. I appreciate it. We don't have anything else. Let's get fucking rerolling 3 dice. Our 3 lowest dice is probably really nice. Let's get some money. Easy money. Okay, so it's all just down. Well, noted. And buy scrap, which I really don't want to. We've got an engine, but well, oh, we need 8. We've got 4. Increase the ship's range. The engine will need to overhaul to squeeze more power out of the terminal. That means going in. Hooray! Only have 4. I did end up selling one of them, which is probably going to be a problem later. Which I hope not. That would suck. God, I don't even know where we go now. I guess I may as well work these ships again. I'm fine wasting it. I could probably just Ow. Me. 82 is not a bad place to end. Money-wise. Okay. I think we gotta go... Certainly gonna get the fucking dark side. We just need to recoup some like scatter yard. Oh, because they're right. The scatter yards is where. Yeah, that's where Cadet wanted us to meet. But yeah, that's the perfect place. We can get help later. Having to actually like scrounge up for fuel is, I think, like, it's the resource I'm most fucking stressing about. You know what I mean? Let's see. I think probably Flotsams probably go. Flotsam, then go down through. Uh-oh. Glide safely through the the cockpit, empty apart from you. Sleeper, I've been thinking. Serafin gives you a sly look over his shoulder. I've been thinking, I'm sick of running. Me too. I mean, even if we want to keep going the way we have been, we've run out of belt. Beyond Wellspring is bugs and emaciated scavengers, and, well, city boy at heart. Not only that, we've been building something. Through the ship. Oh, we just got this HasNav suite for free. Thumps the knee on top of his flight console. What I'm asking is, how do you feel about taking plane on? Tell me more? Seeing what's been happening in Wellspring, what Tala is doing. Kirk is a fool, but he's onto something. Get on the inside, organize, undermined, that I can get on board with. Changed? Serafin shrugs. Maybe I have. Maybe I'm just bored of hiding out on the edge of everything. Just think about it, Sleeper. Find a way back on the dark side quietly. We may start something run. A hell of a thing. Utsubo are ruthless. The way they run dark side, there's gotta be plenty fed up with them. Gotten worse under Lane since they pushed the other gangs out. Well, and shake your head about how fast Serafin can bounce back when he wants. As you do, you can't help but consider his plan. Look, maybe it's crazy, but we need a safe harbor either way. I've got a connection in the scatter yard. They'll tuck us away, keep us quiet from him. Serafin has a coin in his hand, turning it over between. If we won, maybe he can help us get into the dark side, but even if we don't, it's a good place to rest up and make it. Goes back to the controls to deal with a rapid beat from the new HasNav. Scatter yards, you've heard of them. They have a reputation as a fiercely independent set of shipyards just starward of Darkside. Hiding in place right under Lane's nose. Now things to go elsewhere first, go ahead, but the moment we are back in the wash, Lane will be looking out for us. Ugh. You try. Oh. Other new scene? Oh my god. I saw it. I actually saw it. He's wild-eyed and his breath is ragged. Are you okay? Serafin takes a moment to catch his breath, suddenly aware of how frantic he squints at you. Have you noticed how supplies have been going missing every so often when we travel? Have they? Yes! You still ever recall the mysterious mess that was left behind in supply storage? Serafin sees the flicker of recognition in your eyes. So after it happened a couple times, I decided to keep an eye on our supply store. You know, check it from time to time. And just this cycle, I drifted down there really quiet, and whoosh, something flew right past me, knocked me right into the wall. Something? I don't know, it came at me fast, some kind of creature. Serafin says the last word with emphasis. Were there a creature loose on the ship? You look around the berth, suddenly aware that something could be hiding nearby. Tucked into the vents, perhaps? You know, I was thinking like supplies, yes? So we lock them down tighter, keep it out, that way it'll get desperate. And then it'll make a mistake. What are you talking about? I can hear you all the way in the workshop. There's a creature in the ship. A creature, are you sure? Something small and dark, something fast. We're going to lock up the supplies to drive it out. an animal, we don't want to make it any more scared and desperate than it already is. How about we lock up the supplies, but leave some out in a special place, try to bait it. And then grab it. No. We show it that it has nothing to fear, we tame it. Didn't seem very tameable. Plus, we already wasted enough supplies on this thing. You want to give it more? Let's tame it. I believe in bliss. What a waste. Alright, you have to come down to the supply store every cycle and put out some more food. That way it won't get desperate and do anything dangerous. I'll lock the supplies up tight. It won't get into them anymore. Oh my god. Oh, there's so much going on this return trip. I'm just go away. We got 2 on the scatter yards. I think scatter yards is probably where we're intended to go next. It's you. Familiar voice echoes down the tunnel behind you. Oh shit, Femi! From the past to see Femi towering over you. He shakes his head. This just keeps getting better. In a while? Yeah, I guess. For Nia, that sister of mine you thought you'd take on a contract? She's taking some inspiration from your little trip. The anger burning in Femi's eyes, but there's a tiredness there too. He folds his arms across his broad chest. Symbol Crash has been in repair since we got out of Hexport, caught up in that whole mess. So then, stuck here, she gets bored and decides to sign up with another crew to take a job. I said no, and she went anyway. What happened at Hexport? No idea. There was some kind of alert, but we were already on our way out. Didn't give it much thought, and then the whole place went up. Been at the scatter yards ever since, till we came here, that is. Symbol Crash can't leave right now. I'm halfway through rewiring the damn thing. Something else Nia was supposed to do. Asked around, turns out Nia signed on with some idiots heading out to Cutter's End. As green as you, meaning they have no idea what they are doing going out to a place like that. So you gonna take me out there to go get her. I'll show you the way. She knows what she's doing. If she does, the crew she's with sure as hell don't. We're not leaving it to chance. Also, hi again, Auspice. Look, I know how these things go. I've got shits I can pay. Can't pay for the parts that Symbol Crash needs when no one sells them anyway. 150 cryo. No bargaining. In the meantime, I'm going to try to make the Symbol Crash ready to make the run herself. The shape she's in, it's not the best idea to head out there alone. You suddenly see the desperation in his eyes. He would risk everything for Nia. I'll be waiting. We need to head out soon. Don't test my patience. Femi kicks off and glides back along the passage toward his ship. And don't even think about skipping on a flotsam without me. Then we're really done. Oh, just like immediately, huh? Oh my god. That's a minor. Yeah. Alright. Okay, so how far is 4? Okay. I think we can manage that, I'm sure. Just need more money. Fill up on fuel, perhaps. It is a bit of a shame that this place is like kind of awful to... Although, there we go. Maybe not the most money. just get a shit ton of money, I think. We'll use like as many of these as humanly possible. Oh wait, what is that? Okay. Game's still away. Okay. Give us good dice, please. Hell yeah. Oh my god, there's so much going on. Slaver, you got a moment? I have news about the Aphelion. Vision has a seriousness you rarely see etched into the hard lines of his face. You remember the ship he is talking about, the Alien Path, the last surviving interstellar fraction ship of the alien system, if his stories are to be believed. Putting out some feelers for that little last ship and something came back. That's as round as if the information might leak to some unwanted source. To work with a contract of mine, a signal chaser working out of the hollow, he's got some promising data. All the trails from the hidden wreck we found, calculated the possible vectors, things still in the Helion system, it's in the shoals. Trust that signal chaser? As much as I trust anyone, I haven't told him what exactly we were tracking, just gave him the signature. There's a chance he hasn't figured it out, but problem is the signal chaser's gone quiet, nothing for a few cycles now. Maybe he got wise to the value of what he found, but I doubt it. Maybe he just took a holiday. Get into his own joke. I could we pay a visit to Hollow, turn up my coastal contract, and see how viable the data looks. Looks good, we go out there, get the ship. Doesn't, no harm, no foul. Now what about Vesna? What about her? Maybe she's involved, I doubt it, but I'm sniffing around after the fact when a whiff of the data gets out? She does. That's all I've got. Keep it between us, alright? We'll let the others know when we hit the Hollow. But remember what's at stake here. Interstellar ship, taken out of Helion. It'll be worth it. Another new... Oh my god, how many do we fucking have now? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. 6, and like half of them are major. Fuck me. Alright. Got good money. Got good shit going. Get more money. Let me do one more, maybe 2 more cycles of this. Then we'll go do... I worry about this. More good dice. Hell yeah. One more cycle of this. One more cycle. One more cycle of this, and then we can do it. Oh, really good die again. Hell yes. 90% pause. Let's go. So honestly, with this money, PH, with this and the money we're gonna get from contract, presumably, you could very, very easily. Okay, that sucked, but that's money regardless. Very, very easily get those engine parts and upgrade our ship, like right now. Though I don't remember what we do with the raw scrap. I wonder what upgrading. Okay, so we have enough to get there and back. We just need supplies, which I think is here. Gladly take the 45 to get those supplies. I think we just do it. Get neat. Oh, hello? Kitty cat. Hi. Cat is here. Hey, hello. Headbutting my leg and wanting me to pet you. Don't worry. Certified Jilly moment. So true. Little tail is swaying back and forth while I'm scratching her. Alright, what do we have here? Okay, what is this is the Cutters in contract. Bear with me for just a moment. Petting my cat still. Maumans. Alright, let's bring Bliss, I think, because I'm gonna have to imagine this is like a weird engineering related ship, I thought. So having an engineer with us would probably be helpful. The hell is oh, really good dice to start with. The hell is happening out there? Femi is up and out of his seat. The moment Serafin brings the rig to rest near the asteroid known as Cutter's Inn. Ominous name is one whose origin has become increasingly obvious as you approach through thick crowds of debris and chunks of rock, among which corroded remains of wrecks can be seen floating. As you look out on the splintered and terraced rock, you can't help but feel a slowly growing sense of dread. Look there. Femi comes close to the cockpit glass and points to the terraced quarry cut into the rock. Mind's awake. Look out and see the flickering lights, the glowing dock markers. Femi shakes his head. That's not right. Neither is that. Serafin nods toward the asteroid and you see a ship now, tucked into the shadow of the rock, flashing its signal lights at you. Guessing that's the crew we're looking for. Visitors, huh? The voice wavers weakly as it comes through the ship's comms. Are you lot friendly? Serafin glances back at you, raising his eyebrows. Isn't long before you and Femi are suiting up, an agreement having been made. Serafin and the pilot of the other ship, a man named Baird. Baird? To meet in the neutral ground of open space, Femi is silent, his anger evident in the way he forces his legs into the trouser of his suit. When you are out, the vast shape of Cutter's Inn, flickering with strange lights below you, and the pinpricks of the pilot's suit plates slowly coming closer ahead. Into our sight for sore eyes, you crooked Garen from Baird, framed in the hard lines of his ramshackle speed. What brings you to the asshole of the starboard belt? Sharp eyes scan you and Femi, checking your sheets and care. You're looking for someone. His eyes flick to you and you notice a familiar reaction across his face, the acknowledgement that he recognizes you as a sleeper. Don't look like bounty hunters. Well, he kinda does. He nods at Femi. Brought a freelancer out here. Nia, where is she? Baird pauses, considering his answer. Fulcrum is down the thread of that thing. He jerks the thumb toward the asteroid. You're welcome to wait. The tone of his voice suggests the opposite. We'll have you know we look after our crew, so if you're here to settle a debt, you're here to take her home, and I'm not waiting. Thing is, big man, they are deep in the quarry on a tip-off, so unless you want to go chasing them around the dark maze of that place, you're shit out of luck. Turn on the lights. Mary looks over at the flickering quarry as if he forgot it was there. Looks back at you. Like that when we got here, he shrugs. Enough. We both know Cutter's-Inn has been dead for as long as anyone can remember. Even then, it wasn't worth the risk to pick through those tunnels. Amy was close to Baird. That rock has claimed more crews than any other. Baird's smile fades. You're gonna be rude, I'm done talking. Who's to say you aren't trying to jump our claim? Get this. Amy turns and heads back toward the ship. Baird smiles at you. Big man seems touchy. He's gonna get you in trouble. Fuck you, man. You need to go in right now. What's our approach? Matters is our ingress. There's a borehole on the side of the rock could get us in on a radar, or we dive right down the main shaft. I'll leave the call to you. Listener eyes to the airlock and stares at Femi's angry tool gathering. Let's keep cool heads. They glance at you. The rock looks dangerous enough, even when you're thinking straight. Femi ignores them. Ready to depart, well aware that you're heading into a situation you don't quite understand. Hooray. Either we do borehole or we... None of us are really that good at this one. I'm going to assume borehole is way better. Yup. This is just dangerous, like, all the way around. God damn. Plus stress? Shit. I should have re-rolled. Which wouldn't, would have given me the stress anyway, but it would have been 1 instead of both. Fuck. 50. Come on, positive. Yes! But you got stressed. No. Positive also. Come on. Yes! Everyone's a little stressed, but it's fine. Felt the rumbling growing as you descended into Cutter's-Inn, but no one has wanted to bring attention to it. Now, floating in a cavernous rock-walled passage, it is impossible to ignore. There's something out there, something moving. You went down the tunnel beyond the limits of your sights. You swear you see something flicker there in the unseen passages beyond. There's a strangeness to the mind, to its flashing lights and empty conveyors running on some residual power. What Femi has told you, it wasn't always like that. Cutter's-Inn is a fearsome reputation as a dark and deadly maze, a ripped open rock not worth the trouble of its corroded salvage. Now it's a moving maze, its automated system given a new faltering life. Brought back from hundreds of cycles in the shadows, and one of those systems is roaming through the dark ahead. Keep it moving, we don't need to wait. Take it slow, Femi. Put you behind, we need to catch up. Femi glides ahead, the beams of his suit lights painting the rock walls of the cavern a pale gray. Cavern? Whatever. Femi's lights reveal an intersection, another tunnel cutting across this one, offering 3 routes. We are blinded by a wall of light beyond the intersection. Everywhere, shaking dust and rock off the walls and clouds. Turning to the light, you see a ring of lamps. In them, the grinding maw of some terrible machine. Bears down the crew grinding through. Let's rush past. Yeah. You have hard to angle yourself toward the space between the machine and the other passage. Oh, excuse me. Other passage. The others following suit, pushing hard for the rapidly closing gap. Step through in a hail of stone, the rumbling shaking your entire frame. Climb into the stone wall of the passage and cling to it as the rumbling grows, then fades, singling, passing in the middle. You good? You turn to see him staring into the dark, shaking his head. How was that thing? It tried to eat us. We need to keep going. That mining machine must be keeping the crew down here. We have to get past it. Keep them down here, or your mind drifts to the worst option. Can any crew really hope to survive all this? When they woke up this place, they woke up that machine. It's running on old programming. It's not hunting us. It's not smart. We can beat it. Hope he is right. But alright. Tunnel complex. I think it's quite simple. Come on, Bliss. Ow. Come on, Fammy. Fuck. This is a bad start. Or at least bad start to that part. I like. What am I doing? There we go. Okay. Positive, 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 positive. Let's go! I'm getting really fucking stressed by doing this, though. I'm realizing... Well, that was just like straight up a positive. Hell yeah. Let me re-roll these. Oh, baby. Hi again, Jilly. Hi again, Jilly. I will continue to be stressed, but I'm gonna live. Let's go! Me, sleeper. Femi beckons you over to a section of the cavern wall. Glide over and immediately spot that what he has. Baby girl. Hey. Okay. Sorry, bear with me. How about that? You hear a thump. Background. The worst has happened. Try to keep it out. Oh. He was here. Hell yeah. Rumble through the torch through the rock wall. You look up at Femi and he sees in your face. Gene is coming. Go. Get safe. Looks over your shoulder and suddenly he's bathed in the blinding light of the machine's lamp. No, we stay together! I'm gonna protest, but Femi kicks you in the chest, spinning away out of the path of the machine. By the time you catch yourself on the cavern wall and turn, you see Femi there in the middle of the passage, lit white lamps. Waits agonizingly long until he knows the machine is coming for him, then he kicks off hard and glides into the dark. Rumbles through in a hail of rock and dust and follow after it, batting away chunks. Slowed by the debris, and the machine pulls out ahead, rumbling endlessly onward through the tunnels, through rock and dust. And it is gone. The cavern shakes, filling with dust, your vision gray. Bombs click and hiss, and chunks of rock thunk off the faceplate of your helmet. You see them, the faint lights of Femi's suit as through the dust. We got it! As he reaches you, hands on your shoulders. Somehow, we got Chili. One moment. Be right back. Forgive me. She's staring at me. I had to, like, coax her off of the, like, TV console. But we got the machine. The machine is donezo. Oh, the machine got shredded by rock. God, Femi, your dice have sucked this entire time. In fact, none of our dice are really good today, huh? $50 neutral, come on. I got 2. I think I gotta risk. I don't think I can risk these dice. I think I gotta... It's a waste of 2. Okay, that's much better. Hell yeah. I can absolutely work with this. Come on, 50 positive. Let's go. Do that one. 50 positive, come on. Let's go. Oh, we gotta do both? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. No. Shit. I will gladly take... Oh, I'm really worried about this one. Come on. Positive. No. Shit. That's bad. I don't think this has ever happened to me before. Uh-oh. You're fucking okay. Alright, 50 neutral. Come on. Cool. This has gone from bad to kind of bad. Fuck me. Shit. You come back next day? You don't. Oh, this is real bad. 3 of my dice have broken. Fuck me. This better be the end of the fucking contract. We're fucked. On. Come on. I have way more stress. Okay. Are we done? As the barricade door has been opened, you are blinded once again by a wall of light. When Femi raise your hands instinctively, squinting into the lamps and dust. A flash of fear in the pit of your stomach, bracing yourself for what's to come. Femi, what are you doing here? Oh, new Nia spray looks really cool. Nia just out of the lights in an old dust-caked suit. She looks between the two of you with a blank expression, blinking rapidly. Femi stares at her, frozen for a moment, then rushes to her, wrapping her in a wide embrace. They float there in the light and dust, 2 bodies bound together. I don't understand. You followed me out here? How'd you find me? You left without telling me. What did you expect? You aren't ready for this. He retreats further at Femi's words, slipping out of his reach. Femi, after all these years, you have no idea what I'm ready for. Movement in the lights catches your eye, and you see motion through the dust. A figure in a suit drifts out, hunched and clutching their abdomen. They turn to face Nia, and you see her lips moving as they speak on a private channel. Look over to Femi, but he is staring straight ahead, his eyes wide with anger. You, points at the figure. What kind of idiot are you, dragging my sister out here to this place, with that machine running riot? Pick up, what were you thinking? Oh, I see. Mia blocks his path forward, getting between Femi and the figure. Femi, you meathead. She glanced at her brother. This is my job. I brought them here. Femi, for once, fall silent. Damn. Bro is flabbergasted. It takes a while to make the return trip back up to the Cutter's Inn, especially with Nia's injury. As you ascend, Nia tells you the story of the job, Femi keeping his man silent. The mining machine you'd face was what she'd been looking to extract, the job she and Baird had put together at the meeting in the narrow escape. He knew a way to jumpstart the mine, and the access that would open up meant new salvage. That actually rare components? Okay, I can fix one of my dice at least. One of those pre-collapsed boring machines was worth major cry out to any mining outfit in the belt, and Baird had a contact who was ready to buy. Going well until Harada here. Yeah, nods at the crumpled looking. Yeah. Hooked the mining machine up to the main line. Something went in its automation core and it lost its shit. The plan was to barricade and put together a shock trap to fry the core. He looks ahead in the back of Femi's car, head up the tunnel. That's worthless now that my brother shredded the thing. Sorry about that. Don't be. If it hadn't worked, we'd have been ground up to a fine powder. We're lucky you came. Near through the facility, you notice most of it is dark now. The power from Baird's jumpstart fading away to nothing. Soon this place will be a quiet ruin once more. Send it up through the quarry, and out into open space where Baird is waiting. Friends of yours? Baird shakes his head at Nia. Maybe you could have warned me they'd be coming. Not something I knew. She looks at Femi, like broken off from the group and is heading for the rig. Her brother doesn't tend to give anyone a warning. I'll take them from here. Baird puts an arm around Harada and guides them back to the ship. Look, mate. No hard feelings. I gotta give him a British accent just because he said mate. Oi, mate. Thanks for getting them out. If you did screw the job while you were at it. That's for Australia. I guess that makes it square. Baird glides away towards his ship. Just right back with him, but I'll see him in Flotsam. Thank you for helping my brother. I know he appreciates you, whatever he does or doesn't. Okay? Watch her go, then glide over to the rig as the last flickering lights of the Cutter's Inn. Yay! Oh, because I'm in a contract thing. Upgrade my ship. My bad. Lessen my stress right now. Oh, my poor dice. They hurt so badly. You're in the cockpit with Serafin when you hear it. Sounds like a muffled crash, an impact reverberating from the back of the ship, but there's a wetness to it, a spattering cascade that sounds like nothing else you had ever heard. Oh my god. The sound makes you rush to the corridor, and that's where you see it. A cloud of food packets and pieces spilling out into the corridor, looped around by the expanding, stringy shapes of liquid rations leaking from their pouches. What the? Supply store! He pushes past and rushes through the corridor, batting away debris as he does. All behind, tucking under twisting arms of amber liquid on their way to spatter lazily on the interior walls of the passage. Find Serafin in the doorway to the supply store, surveying the chaos. Crates have been smashed into each other with serious force and are spilling into the air where the food whirls in some unseen current. How could the creature have done this? Look. That's at a back vent panel under one of the crates, just pumping out air with incredible force. In life support feed from the air recycler. When clawed open, there were some screws missing. Can't have taken much to lever it open. And you hear a shrill mewl from behind you in the corridor. Oh my god! Baby! Framed by the doorway, a cat drifts through the air, batting at a food pouch. The stray barely acknowledges you as it moves past, angling its body to catch the droplets of liquid that are released from the packet. What the hell is that? His question goes behind you. It's a cat. What's a cat? Serafin says the word strangely. Do you not? I mean, I guess that makes sense. You're in space. I don't think pets are probably all that common. Both lean out the doorway to see where the stray went. Hey there, girl. Bliss floats in the corridor, beckoning. They hold their hands up so the cat can see. I had to take those rations away, all right? Watches the stray twist melodically through the air, flexing as it floats and uses its claws to catch one of the corridors, reinforcing her ribs. Then it swings itself to the wall where it perches and watches Bliss with big eyes. The comfort of its movement in zero-G is striking. You realize you've never seen an animal navigate in microgravity before. That's a cat? Serafin is watching quietly now, too fascinated by the creature. I thought they would be bigger. Ever seen a cat before? Or would I have seen a cat? Serafin looks at you. Come to think of it, where have you seen a cat? Question makes you pause. Where have you seen a cat? Not in the belt, not in 0G. Close your eyes and bring to mind the faint image of a cat stretching on somewhere warm, somewhere with gravity. Just the fur of its back and it reacts, sliding in. Careful. His warning brings you back. Bliss is reaching out the string. Shh, you'll scare her. Bliss makes a cutting sound. The cat's back on the eye, but they're in spin gravity there. Oh, right! I mentioned! Let's go! His big eyes watch Bliss as he approached. They touch the top of her head. Stray does not move, not react. Her leg. Tonsils. Hurt before and taken care of. She's really scared. Oh. And, speaking of cats, I just saw Jilly run down the damn hallway. Where are you going? Sprinted into the room across the hallway. See the cat is gently trembling with bliss. But slowly she settles and angles her head from scratch her ear. Oh. It brings back the mysterious memory. What is its origin? Focusing on it makes your skin shiver running up your arms. Ruined all our supplies. Nervous looking back at this. None of this is usable. She tore open the vent and ruined it all. Can't blame her for that. Bliss is floating beside the stray now, gently patting her. Let her get desperate, and she couldn't have known the vent would do that. Maybe true, but we can't risk it happening again. What if we've been on a contract? We can't keep it. She's a stray. She needs a home, right, Sleeper? We're keeping her. Rig is already full of strays as it is. Yes, it is, Serafin concedes. You have to feed her, though, Sleeper. She's a responsibility. Not a cat would eat. Serafin's right. Looks like you'll have to keep feeding the stray every few cycles if you want her to stick around. This is going to be expensive. Trust me, cats are worth it. True! He reaches out sheepishly towards the stray. As he does, the cat pats playfully at his hand as he pulls it away. You say so. I'm not really used to animals. Just as Bliss tries to get Serafin to pet the stray properly, guiding his hand to its matching, explaining how to approach her. As you, the memory of that other cat runs through your... Feels like a raw wound, one that, if you touch it, will only bring... Can't help but pick at it, knowing that it might contain some distant part of you. Interspecies solidarity. Make home for a stowaway. That's so cute. Your eye back and flotsam. Pimmy rushes up. Oh. Hello again, Jim. What are you running around for? What's got you so wound up? What? You came in here yowling and screaming. What's up? Lay down. Relax. Goodbye, Femi. And Femi in the passage between the glass, watching his lights through. That's a glimpse of Nia's face over his shoulder. She looks nervous. Slowing her approach as she comes close to Femi. Literal frame blocking the. Femi, Femi holds up a hand to quiet her. I'm sorry. His voice is flat, quieter than usual. I'm the one who's sorry. I made an excuse to myself that I was trying to protect you. Maybe it looks, but I was trying to control you. I've been suffocating you. Meets Nia's eye. I see that now. That it took something like this for me to see it is on me. Emmy's voice cracks and the tunnel only feels small, intimate. Holds his arms, regaining his composure. I understand if... Shut up, you idiot. Nia violently embraces her brother, banging him into the metal wall. He laughs, wiping her eyes. Emmy sniffs. Had enough of your speeches. Apology accepted. Oh. Not a speech. Femi can't help but take his typical self-serious tone with Nia, but you see it makes her smile. I have something I need to say. You are a powerful person. I've been trying to curb that because it scares me. It scares me how little it scares you. He laughs an uncharacteristically light laugh. I'll stop placing those limits on you. In fact, I want you to have the ship. Maybe seems pleased that this stuns Nia into silence. I can make my own way, find work with crews. Perhaps Sleeper will take me on. But I need some time away from leading, from captaincy. While you need anything but. Puts the hand on her shoulder. Simple Crash is yours. Emmy, you really need to listen more. I don't want your ship. It's her turn to be pleased with his shock. You're right, I am a powerful person, but Cutter's Edge showed me I'm not ready to lead. I want to learn more, to work with the crew, but preferably not one I'm related to. She punches him on the shoulder playfully. Oh my god. Do I have to choose between them, or are they both coming? Nia looks over Femi's shoulder at you. I was actually thinking Sleeper's crew might be the right fit. She flashes you with a smile. No! Fuck. Shit. Are you kidding? I feel the attention of the moment shifting in your parent role in this family drama. Nia puts her hands on her hips. Well, Sleeper, what do you think? Take Nia or take Femi? Fuck. I don't know. I don't... Oh my god. What a snap decision to make, yeah. And because the thing is, I'm trying to think of this from a, you know, like, I'm trying to not metagame it, you know what I mean? I'm like, who would be the best, like, actual fit? You know what I mean? Ah. I think I'm gonna coin flip it. I literally can't decide. Coin flip. Alright, heads is Femi. Tails is Nia. It's Femi. I understand. He'll be one hell of a crewmate. Plenty of crews out there for me. Bear's Dark just over there. Maybe not Bear. Femi can't help himself. There's you. Appreciate you taking me out. I'll make sure to pull my weight. How about we find somewhere to celebrate? Nia pushes you down the corridor. Come on. Later on, you find yourself in the narrow escape quiet corner with Nia. How do you do it? Nia leans over. How do you keep going when it feels like this whole place is falling apart? Hey, fuck you, patriotic fossil. Fuck you. I don't need your viewers or whatever. I hear you, though. That's what I want, to build something of my own out here. Thank you for everything. Never was good at goodbyes, so I'm gonna step out while Emmy's getting drinks. Around, Sleeper. And with that, she is gone, pushing through the crowd towards the future that awaits. Damn. Considering that gave me a reroll dice can't be a 1? Yes, please. Actually. Alright. Let's... Oh, we got the money too. Hell yeah. Alright. First, there's a rig. Rig. Work chat. Prepare my dice. Oh, these are engine components. They are not actual things. Why did I do that? Why did I... I'm such a moron. Hold on. Alright. Not there. Behind you. Up. And back. Alright, let's... upgrade our fucking engines. I want to know what this does. Plus 5 fuel capacity. Not really what I was expecting, but that does help. So where... Okay, so the hollow being built in the scatter yards. Where's the hollow? The hollow. Hollow is there. And scattered yards is our next bet. You see? Noted. How much is fuel gonna cost now? 90? Fuck. Gotta. How... I can't remember. How do we turn the scrap to other things? I'm gonna look this up. Scrap. What is it? Sleeper. Ooh. No, I'm probably... Consider we're going to a scrapping place. I'm sure we'll be able to fuck it. Because we're literally going to the scatter yards, which is a bunch of fucking scrap yards and stuff. Surely we'll... Oh, this key. Oh, the key. What's the other thing? You can get rid of stress, can't we? It's gonna go poorly, mind you, but a neutral would be great. Hell yeah. In the cycle. Hopefully we'll get a fly up. 2. Hell yeah. Fuck yes. Alright, in fact, I say we just done it straight for cards. Guys. It would cost us more money. Let's just go to fucking scattered yards. Scatter yards. Singular. Alright. Good dice. Hell yeah. Blinking sigils of the yard flash across dark starscape of the belt. Each one a siren light for crews in need of repairs or eager for improvement. Scatter yards live up their reputation. Serafin will not be drawn by the lights. Cast the ship into an empty, ragged-looking yard, darker and more frame than plate. Looks rougher than any of the others. Serafin, maybe we want to dock somewhere a little more welcoming? We aren't that hard up. Or are we worse off than I thought, Sleeper? This shipwrights rarely have the brightest signs. Thought you know that, Bliss. Marco is the best in the scatter yards. Marco? The best or just the best you know? Bliss gives him a skeptical look. You'll see. Serafin smiles widely, shutting off the main console from the pilot seat. We're safe here. No need to run from land for a while. He'll never find us in Marco's yard. It'd be nice to have a break. It'd be nice to have a break from running. The scatter yards have some good data analysis terminals on the hub, if you can spare me. Emil puts a hand on the back of your chair. Always like this place. Scatter yard shipfitters don't take shit from anyone. He winks at you. Follow Serafin as he glides eagerly to the airlock. You and Bliss exchange. Both of you are used to Serafin's strong moments. You still can't help but feel that now familiar pull of someone else's problems. Marco! Serafin opens his arms to the figure coming through the cycling airlock. Oh, I like this guy's design also. Marco floats through the doorway, a crooked smile across his pale face, his sharp eyes glinting in the rig's bright work lights. Embracing more of a chest bump than a hug, Serafin spinning with the momentum of the impact to end with his arm across Marco's shoulder and two side by side grinning. Miss Marco's eyes quickly falling on you, a slight narrowing suggesting he has immediate thoughts about your presence. So, this is who you're flying with now, Finn. Marco shoots you a wink, his expression shifting to his previous curiosity or concern. Bliss, they introduce themselves currently. You two used to be in a crew together, I assume. Me and Finn? No, we're just drinking buddies. Marco's response provokes a laugh from Serafin. Some kind of joke you can't quite catch the tone of. And a sleeper, he smiles. My condolences. It's a damn crime what those corporations do to you, but at least you're out, right? Hasn't gotten much easier. Belt can be unforgiving, I know that myself. Been too long, Finn. Not flying with old Biddy anymore? Immediately see the reaction Serafin, his entire being tightening without anything more than a shudder to signify it. No, that's long done. That's the way of the belt. Shakes Serafin by the shoulder. Come on now. Come on, Ben. Enough floating around in this drafty old thing. Let's get a drink. Marco turns his attention to you. Feel free to make yourself at home in the yard. Hell, take a little fuel. I've got loads of the stuff, and it's been quiet for more than a few cycles. Happy to spare some for a friend. You're surfing down the docking tunnel, waving a hand to you and calling back. I'll have him home in a cycle or two. His laughter echoes down the hall, down the tunnel as they leave. This turns to you. I'm going to go dig around the other yards for some components the rig could do if got things to do. Think of Cadet and wonder if she found her way here to the scatter yards to extract the data on the Hexport drive. The only way to know would be to find her. Serafin's words echoing your mind. Isn't that the only way to escape Lane is to beat him on his home turf? Darkseid just somewhere of the scatter yards. This might be the perfect platform for him. Such a wild and dangerous plan. Sleeper brings you out of your thoughts. I hate it when you do that. Take care out there, okay? Bye. Oh, they gave us like a fucking good amount of fuel. Alright. Yeah. Living the Marco off and some scatter yard draft catching up. You hope Marco returns your pilot in working order. Well, the only other place to go is here. Location already? Hey, you hear the voice echoing through the public passages. Wait up. Cadet, already. I'm glad to see you. Cadet sweeps her hair out of her eyes and glances up and down the corridor. Not my kind of station. And rolls straight into her complaints. All the yards have their own water facility. The hub here is not fit for general use. A couple of guest houses. We would not believe the state of them with all the spaceships that stop here for shore leave. You don't want to know. Hi, Cadet. Hi, yeah. Are you even listening? I love her. So, get this. That locks your fingers together and stretches her arms. That girl of mine, I said I could crack anything. She's gone. Didn't even leave a note. Raid the dark side, maybe? Not that I blame her given the state of this place. Left the workshop empty, though, so I slipped in. That's where I've been napping. I have been doing my best all these cycles to crack that drive, but I'm a spindle jack, not a data scraper. Bleh. Well, I'm happy to see you. I'm telling you, I've not spoken to anyone in a long time. How about that alert they put on you? Doesn't seem to stretch too far out of the spindle, but I've been careful. Hence the not talking to anyone in age has been. Look, I'm in over my head here. How about you come down to the workshop and put our heads together and see what we can pull out? I just know there's some nasty shit on that drive. Stuff worth getting out into the light. Nasty enough for them to ruin my life over. I'll be there. Alright then. Workshop is in the tech cluster. You'll see it. Oh, I've got to go find something to eat that isn't dried. She turns and disappears back down the passageway. I love Cadet. You are so funny. Spin drive is also a very good. Oh, that's where we might be able. Noted. Give me neutrals. That's fine. I'm fine losing like a small bit of money. Hell yeah. Fabrication bay? I will gladly pay a fee. Oh, that's just building engine components. Do we even have anything we can use those on now? No, because we don't have the engine anymore. I mean, we have an engine, mind you, but you know what I mean. My supplies by fuel. Well, still can't do anything about this fucking scrap, which sucks. I think we're gonna have 2 broken die for a while, but we'll make it work. Oh, good days. Good days. Be positive, come on. Another positive, come on. Or at least initial. No, I'm starving now. Starving. Well, meow meow. Food was here. No longer starving. Come on, neutral. Let's go. That actually didn't even... Oh, so do I need positives to make that go up? That sucks. Okay. Sucks. It's fine. It's fine. Serafin's coming back. There's a 6. Flipper, you in here? Serafin floats in the airlock, his arms above his head, gripping the lip of the interior door to hold himself. Come on, we need to tie. It's true face here since the Serafin you weren't expecting, especially considering that he spent the past 2 cycles with Marco. In trouble already? I'm not messing around, just come. Serafin leads you across the bridge, but rather than turn towards the automated shuttle bay that connects Marco's yard to the rest of the assembly, he leads you deeper into the guts of the yard itself. As he does, he begins to speak. Told Marco about Lane. About our escape, about everything. Serafin ducks under a large pipe. He gets it. He's worked in Darkside. There's a sealed door and hammers in an entry code. Somewhere, machines start whirring. Remember in Wellspring, after everything what I said? Can't run forever. I mean, that would always be true, but no. That if we want to be free, we need to fight back. The door suddenly squeals as the ancient motors kick in and drag it across its corroded tracks. There's a large, half-lit chamber, its furthest parts masked with layers of scaffolding and frames, so it is hard to tell where the room actually ends. At the center, in a pool of warm light, Marco floats beside a terminal screen. Vapor touches the brow and mocks salute as you enter. What happened to being drinking buddies? All the drinking done on the first cycle. The second cycle is all about problem solving. At the door you enter through screech shut and then a sudden silence ends. I'm gonna drag you out here, Sleeper, but I really can't be overheard on this one. Plus the dark side here, and Utsubo have ambitions, shall we say, in the scatter yards. Then told me the whole story, and I'm sorry for your troubles. Clasps his hands together. You've done well to evade Lane this far, but must understand he's also been distracted. His hexport went up, well, Darkside's been in crisis. If the war was the pressure shift that allowed Utsubo to build its strength, hexport was the breach that blew it wide open. Marcus springs his hands apart. Exports their justification for imposing total control in the name of protection. Marco glances away into a dark corner of the room. If my hunch is right, it's how they will extend their reach to the scatter yards. Where's this going? Ain't the business, this one! I'm done running, Sleeper, Serafin cuts in. I hate looking over my shoulder every second. I hate the nightmares, the fear. I want to face this head on for better or worse. I won't be controlled by Lane, and this is our chance to break that control. Lane is hunting you, Sleeper, which means he is not in Darkside. This is good for you. The people in Darkside resisting Utsubo, though I hear it is not going well for them. Find them, find out what they need, there's a chance here. Ah. Taking action is a choice right now, Sleeper, but soon it won't be. Not if what Marco is telling me is true. Do this on our own terms. I am a Sleeper, running is my lane. If you're free of Lane, we can face up to SNR together too, but not if we keep running. Flicker of raw emotion crosses Serafin's face. Desperate for your approval, but you are also sure he will act without it if he has to. I'm in. I'm into the idea. I really like that Serafin's like, oh, collective action can like work. Not gonna have ourselves, Marco interrupts. We'll need some time to work this out. If you do want to go to Darkside, there's no way you can take it stolen. Big enough risk just to bring it here. That's Serafin. You get the feeling he has already been reprimanded for this. I need to find you a way in and a way out. I know it can be. I recommend you take the next few seconds to prepare. The scatter yards are a good place to spend and make crowd, depending. Then try to stay recon only. Just see what's happening on Darkside. Make your not the time for grand gesture. But we'll keep things quiet till you're. Serafin, don't look at me like that. Okay. This is our chance to shift things. Go ahead. Just Marco? I believe we can, but in case you haven't noticed, we don't have many allies this close to Darkside anyway. Give Marco some time. I got a few things I want to take care of in the scatter yards, and I want to get a message to Tala. If she'd want to hear from me, or let's make sure we're ready. Head up, Sleeper. I'll see you on the rig. Okay. Things are in motion. They certainly fucking are. Ugh. Locations. Let's do this. More money. We'll give this guy's attention. The quality work you've been doing. The voice booms through the locker room after ship fitter shift. Why are you doing grunt work, Sleeper? Oh. This dude's design fucking owns. We just see a large man with a metal arm and bright patterned clothes. Good enough time here to immediately know this is Shuria, owner of the yard and well-known ship fitter. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? Hit the chits. That's so. A lot of what happens in the scatter yard, Sleeper, and what I don't know, people tell me. I know you have a ship. Someone who has a ship, especially a ship like yours, should not be lugging around my workers' tools. That, to a person like me, is a waste. Which caused Gryle to run. True, all the more reason to really use them, isn't it? I want to take a look at your ship, Sleeper. Well, professional curiosity. A bit drab. Sherry looks up and meets her eye. Old Solheim rig, still in corporate colors. No. I feel like that's your problem. People want a crew that looks the part, an outfit with an outfit. Look at my yard. I grew it from a chunk of scrap by showing people it's professional. I had standards. And Shuria's yard recognizable. Your problem is you're working as a ship fitter's mate when you should be imagining much more for yourself and your crew. So, that got me thinking. I want to help you. Clean up that old rig. Paint it up. Give it some color. How does that sound? I love that. Perfect. Thing is, you don't just slap some paint on an old rig like that. For this to work, we need it to reflect your crew, your style. Well, I'm happy to do the painting with my team. I'll need you to go find some inspiration. Luckily, the belt is full of it. Full of pattern and texture and style. Nothing uniform about this place, and it's the better for it. You need to go out there, find some sites, and make your own designs. Here. Probably plus a 64 color screen I mixed up myself. What you find to inspire you, then come see me. Where should I go? Our spin will be a good place to start. Colorful, bright places, I think. That rig is drab enough. I see where you... I know you... Can see what you're thinking. You're thinking, what's in it for me financially? How does this make you any chits? That's the other part of the proposal. You take this voyage around the belt, you can do something for me and get paid for it. Free of charge, I will paint your rig with the look and name of my yard here. Aria's yard. Introspect. Give that name to the rest of the belt. Whoa! Represent it, and on your travels, spread it to other crew. For this, I hope you have 300 cryo. Mutually beneficial. You will earn better doing this in any yard work, and I get increased custom. What's not to like? Rio rates your response calmly. You feel as expectant. It's a deal. I do like the colors. Wonderful. I'll send my team over immediately. By the time you return to your rig, they should be done. Oh, damn. Recent those work right here. 150 cryo now. Another 150 cryo when you return with them. Fuck it. Take the cryo. Of course, I'll give you the other half on your return with them. Need to be sure you don't repaint the ship before your pilgrimage. No, it's only fair. Keep the slate. Go find inspiration. Bring me. I want to see you back in the shipyard. You need to be out there. It was a pleasure. Before you can say anything else, he is gone. What did you do in my rig? Oh, this thing looks awesome, actually. I fuck with this. I fuck with this heavy. I'm not removing that paint. That paint looks cool. I would love to get like a positive on point. Oh, my energy. We have like a fuck ton of money right now too, huh? Another 6? Okay, fine. I think we can make this work. So we gotta do the rest of these twos. Fuck. Fuck. Come on, man. Give me at least one. Okay. Give me another and we'll be done. Neutral, neutral, neutral. Come on. Yes! What is it? Got something? You had given up already for the cyclone while you were cracking the drive's complex encryption on her friend's workstation. She'd been floating in the middle of the small workshop, pinging bits of scrap off the shelving on the wall. Now she spins in the air and pushes off from the and so she lands perfectly behind you, leaning over the terminal screen. As you hit a key, executing the final decryption process. Slick. Just goes ruffling your hair, but you don't have any. Then she just wobbles your head playfully. What have we got? And hanging over your shoulder, you try to concentrate on the data pulling across the screen. First thing that catches your eye is the steady repetition of CWEXT, an identifier for Conway Extractions, the team of conglomerates currently raging a corporate war with Senate stat in the inner system. I forgot that like corporate war is like just kind of happening in the background this entire game. Like Conway, what is this data? You stop the scroll looking for details. Hit that thing. That pokes the screen, making it wobble. You dutifully click. Comment expands in the code, or note left by someone. It mentions tests and protocols. Discusses reverse engineering and carrier signal. Doesn't find another. Drone latency. Security bypass. One more. Kill switch. Takes a long time. You and Cadet squinting into the blue screen. Build up a picture of what you're looking at. When you are done, both of you sit back, your eyes soar, and your minds clog with technical terminology. Shit, you're dissecting it live. Referring to the Conway drone mine this stream of data was scraped from. Huge volumes of internal data of control systems, protocols, and passphrases. The kind of data you imagine was closely guarded by Conway, kept secret to allow the smooth operation of drones. This thing, it's giving some kind of... It's some kind of general or manager, right? Giving orders out to all the little drones that work for it. Cadet squints. always thought Conway controlled his drones remotely with people, those zero latency point interfaces you heard about. What you know, Cadet is right. Conway is known for their novel scale and logistical problems of the surrogate system. Traction and security drone ships piloted from light years away with proprietary comms interfaces. Drone mine, what this code is scraped from, could be a kind of distributor, a relay for the local drones that links to the closely guarded transmitter receiver. But this data suggests otherwise. It suggests an active cognitive process, far more complex than any protocol you have heard of, a thinking machine. Look, that jabs at the screen. Is that? See a line in the data stream that reads simply, "Stop, get out, stop, get out, stop, get out, stop, get out." How did they do this? Cadet leans back. Everyone knows capture Conway drones purge themselves and everything else is in the couple of square clicks around them when captured. Grab the control core out of one, sure you can disassemble it, but its system will be gone. This one was still running when they took it apart. It would have gone like a tactical nuke the moment they started. Stop suddenly, the fate of Hexport jumping into her mind. Is that what happened? But how'd they get all this and get it on a drive? Balance feels up. Look back at the screen, unsure of the answer to Cadet's question. Feel a deep chill, one that you know has nothing to do with the temperature of the top. Who the hell was doing this? Cadet scans the code once more. Alright, we're gonna work out who. Yes! Probably, I'm going to have to imagine Sinitstat? It was probably Sinitstat doing this? I have to imagine. Go back over the data. It's scrubbed clean. Not a mention of who is scraping it. Go over it again. Nothing. Not a single. Thought starts a process in your mind. Who scrubs the data this clean? Who wants Conway drone protocol? Sinets? Or Sintetstat? Is it not Senet? S-E-N-E-T? Am I crazy? Has it been Sintetstat the whole time? No, it's Sinet. Sinetstat. Sinetstat rolls off the tongue way better than way more than Sintetstat. Or is that too simple, too obvious for it to be Conway's lone appointment in this system-wide war? Possibility, so you say it out loud. Yeah, that'd be my first guess too, but it's still a guess. Been at this too long. I'm cooked. This is away from the terminal and floats in the room, stretching out her aching back. You know they had this drone mine on Hexport. That's where they were cutting it, scraping it. You know something happened and Hexport went up. Pitches her thoughts out in the air with hand gestures as she summarizes. Data got out on that drive, I'm assuming, before the explosion, then got to the far spindle. One tried to courier it using me, but the receiver wasn't there. And they ruined my life and my job trying to get it back. It is valuable. That's for sure. Imagine taking control of all those drones, turning them away or towards any target you wanted. Thing is the only way to buy my life back. The way I see it, we have to expose these fools so they leave me be, or give them the data so they piss off forever. Yeah, we can't fucking give them this shit. Now if we don't know who they are. She laughs half-heartedly, but yeah, we can. All the loads lead in one direction, I'm afraid. Just grabbing the air. Back home. Export. Is there anything to confirm or deny this data? If there's anything to connect it to, if there's anything left at all, they'll be in the remains of that. I had a feeling I might come to this, so I made some inquiries when I first got here. Word is that the place is radiated to hell, but I've also heard the radiation's fading. Not like half the belt isn't glowing anyway. The suits with maybe a few cycles before it started to leak through. Problem is getting in. Our spindle's a no. Not only do I not want to get picked up there, but debris is denser on that side. No safe way in. Oh, fucking... Oh, no. More shit to do in Dark Side. No. Dark Side's the best bet, but I heard you have some trouble waiting for you there. What if I deal with the trouble? Have a clear shot at it. Easier said than done. This is one hell of a stowaway spot, shielded from everything, plus the scatter yards are no one's territory. I'm gonna leave the drive here. Go peeking. Me, I want to keep moving. I was thinking I could make myself useful to you, shake that trouble in Dark Side, work for room and board and all that. You want to come with? Oh. Yeah, professionally speaking. What do you say? You know I'm tough and I can do plenty besides riding an air bike. You're fucking in. That's the answer I was looking for. I've had enough Not enough of space or bathrooms for a lifetime. Getting myself at home on your rig. She picks up the driving tux and unlock it. Janet glances away at the racks on the wall, and you follow her eyes to spot her bike where it is hanging, carefully secured and pristine. That gives you a hard look. Better have room for my bike. New crew. Did I not get... Is that not a, big... Oh, okay, well. Been on my minute. Okay. Well. We got nothing else. Full rest. Cycle. Good dice. Fair. I think this will be the last bit we do here. That's Serafin and Marco waiting for you in the hidden room where you met before. They're chatting quietly. Shadows cast across the scaffolding by a small lamp. Paper Marco's got something good. Tell them. I don't know if it's as good as Thin Things, but it is an opening. Hear back from a friend of mine who runs a yard on the edge of the cluster. It's a fair way out from here. Smart guy. Makes a tidy profit off selling fuel to freight crews on the way into Darkside. He undercuts the Darkside dock fuel prices, which includes a cut for Utsubo. Stop off at his place to fill up before heading in. This guy he calls owes me a favor. I'm going to call it in. He does a few of us onto a freight crew. Swap us out from the usuals who stayed at his place and let him have a few drinks on him. The crew, meaning us, will deliver the freight, complete with a stopover for cargo loading in Darkside, which do what you need. As long as we need, but the more time we spend there, the more likely they'll deliver us. Keep our heads down, sleep, and eat on the freighter. Then once we're done and the freighter's loaded, you take it on out again. Turn to my friend's yard and swap the crew back. No one will ever know we were there. See, it's good. It'll work, right? But then check the crew list. What, on the manifest? Not going to happen. Who's to say you aren't the names on the list? This is the belt. Serafin looks good. It's going to be tight, but I reckon you can get what you need in time. Make some connections with whoever's responsible, get an idea of their operation, look for weaknesses. Have to be quiet, Finn. No noise, no attention. This can quickly become a one-way ticket. Handle that? I'm not sure we're ready. Serafin and Marco exchange concerned glances. What aren't they telling you? One more thing, Sleeper. Who needs to stay with the rig? Someone who can pilot it if there's any attention at the guard. It has to be like this. I'm sorry. I'll be going in with you. I know Darkside. I will guide you all the way in and all the way out. Room for one more on the crew. I'll leave who that is to you. But let me give you some advice. Better be sure you really trust anybody you take on this one. Split between the two of them. Just you and Marco might be the safer option. The group of people less likely to give yourselves away. Then, if Marco doesn't keep his end of the bargain, you'll want all the backup you can. Other problem is that we have to go right away. Raiders arriving this cycle? What do you mean? Fuck. Oh. The most cliffhangery of cliffhangers, huh? Shit. I can't come to sleep, but we need to do this now. Ready whenever you need. Just give me the word and we'll head out to my friend's yard. Keep this tight and nothing needs to go wrong. These words echo in your mind as you leave the hidden room, creeping down, settling itself in the pit of your stomach. This is it. Time to go back to... Right now? I am totally not ready. Fuck. Okay, well, one. Okay, we have enough. Let's not read. That is really, 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 really scary. Okay, so we may as well. Do we even have anything? Use our dice on? We're gonna be using supplies while we're gone anyway, so that doesn't. I guess not. Look. Well, that is as good a place as any. Stop, because we Might be in trouble next time. Considering we might have very low dice. I have very, 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 very low dice. That'd be real, it's gonna be real scary. Alright, who is live? He'll be fine, maybe, hopefully. Yeah, we'll see. Let's see. Actually, nobody who I would feel terribly comfortable raiding into. So, well, I will be back Tuesday. We'll pick up right where we left off. And, things will hopefully not go terrible. This just feels like a setup for everything possible to go wrong. And that is really, really frightening to me. Because that hasn't happened since the very first contract we went on. The fact that there's like, we go now. Get yourself ready this cycle and then we're leaving. And I'm you know, I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. Anyway, we'll be back Tuesday. We'll pick it up right where we left. Have a good one. I'm gonna go upload the VOD and then relax for like the last hour of my night. Goodbye. Bye.